Let me play this Trump truth. Donald Trump posted this today at 3:07, effectively accusing Alvin Bragg of, I guess, abusing a woman. We'll put it that way. Let's play the ad for you.
George Soros-funded Democrat Alvin Bragg is known as the worst DA in the country. His soft-on-crime policies have unleashed violent criminals on innocent citizens and turned New York City into a hellscape of crime, drugs, and chaos. However, Alvin Bragg's crimes against the people of New York may just be the tip of the iceberg. Before Bragg's election, it was revealed that Soros cut off $500,000 in funds to Bragg's campaign. It was reported that there were disturbing allegations leveled against Bragg by an unnamed woman. There was no investigation into the victim's charges by the Manhattan DA's office, and Alvin Bragg is yet to be charged.
I'm the only thing standing between the American dream and total anarchy, madness, and chaos, and that's what it is. I'm representing you. I'm just here. Always remember, they are coming after me because I am fighting for you. That's what's happening.
So he's already using this to campaign, right? But I hate to do it, but he's making me defend Alvin Bragg. All right. Here's the issue, right? Alvin Bragg was not formally accused by anybody who we know. An unnamed woman is the story, and there were no charges. What does that say? It says he didn't do anything. That's it. Mm-hmm. If some unnamed anonymous woman accused him of doing something and there were no charges, am I going to be like, oh man, I gotta go for that? That Donald Trump's a bad guy. No, I'm not playing that game. I don't like Bragg. I don't like Soros-funded DAs. I think they're awful. I think this guy's destroying New York City.
Well, I think they have enough ammunition against him to not even bring that up. I think it just takes away from how bad he is as a DA. And by the way, probably the worst DA in the country is Philly's. I forgot the name of the Philly person, but
Philadelphia is a wasteland.
A wasteland, crazy.
Yeah, those videos are so sad.
But I think that they have more than enough ammunition on Bragg to just completely ignore all those distractions right there. I think that takes away from how bad of a job he's already doing as district attorney.
Is this Larry Krasner, Philadelphia DA?
Yeah, that's another Soros. That's like a top Soros one, I believe.
Okay,
Soros is a vampire. Yeah, I think a good analogy for that guy. He's an evil MF.
Evil?
Oh, guys, he's the evil.
He's the definition of evil.
I mean, he is like as evil as they come.
He thinks he's good. That's what's weird about it.
Yeah, sure.
They
I don't think he
do.
thinks he's good. Look,
neutral.
No, there are a lot of people that I think they think they're good, and there are a lot of people that will play the philosophical game of like, there's no such thing as good or evil. There's the actions, blah blah blah. I don't care. Like, I get it. Everybody thinks it's a hero of their own story, but George Soros is just an evil guy.
He spends tens of millions of dollars electing district attorneys in the most liberal district attorneys in the United States that are letting criminals back on the streets.
Liberal is the incorrect word.
Leftists. Yeah, sorry. You're right about that. But they're not liberal at all.
But I don't think leftist is either. He's funding Joker acolytes. He's funding. Someone actually commented in one of my earlier segments. I said, what these DAs are doing is like the Joker releasing all of the bad guys from Arkham Asylum. Someone mentioned Bane did that. Bane in Batman releases all of the criminals into the city. I think that was the movie, though. Pretty sure it's the Joker that breaks everybody out of Arkham Asylum in the comics. Either way, comic book villainy. Mm-hmm. These Soros DAs are comic book villains who are unleashing crime into all of these cities. It's like Lex Luthor level stuff.
Who was
using
in charge,
positions of power.
Who was in charge of releasing all the prisoners from prisons when COVID started with lockdowns? When they were telling you go to jail for breaking lockdown.
They were literally all doing it. They're doing it in California too.
Yeah, that's when I started feeling like America had turned into Arkham. When everyone's just getting told they can leave the prisons, but then if you don't mask up or do whatever, they will arrest you and put you in jail.
They want you to wear a mask in a store now.
The salon
I don't know if it's now. Now they're kind of realizing how
the salon owner in Texas who got arrested, and I think it was Abbott or someone pointed out, you're arresting this woman because she opened her salon while releasing violent criminals because of COVID policies. Mm-hmm. What is going on?
Mm-hmm. The lady who was selling stuff on Facebook Live.
And they came to her store.
They came and got her.
Well, the most shocking thing too is a lot of people aren't capable of like processing the whole job of a district attorney. So it's kind of this like invisible enemy within cities. What happens is they let all these bad guys out, these violent criminals back on the street. They commit crimes, crime rates skyrocket. And then it gives Democrats another boogeyman that's not the district attorney. They focus on guns and taking away more gun rights. They leverage those high crime statistics to strip more of your rights away instead of focusing on the just garbage district attorneys in these cities.
I was regarding this video that Trump put out. We just listened to. I don't like that he's going at that he does the personality like, oh, I got attacked, I'm gonna attack the guy that attacked me. I want to do personal attacks. And also he sounded tired, man. I just listened to this Biden video of him vetoing the Senate, the congressional bill that they're trying to pass, and Biden sounds like this when he's talking. Like he's so old, withered, and tired, and now Trump sounds just tired. These guys, we need new blood. This is just is so silly.
Trump hasn't looked the same in a while.
What is he? Is he 76 right now, Trump?
I think so.
Yes, I agree. But I think Trump's got to finish that character arc. He's got to finish what he came here to do.
He's 76.
He's the front runner for a reason. The story is not over yet. We are on, we're nearing the final chapters, but we are still not at the end of the book. We've still got a good one-third left.
I hope so, because I voted for him for 2020, but the pardoning thing was one of the things that really bothered me. Just the way he went out with the pardoning, who he pardoned, who he didn't pardon.
To do Julian Assange, I know that was a really
that was a pretty weak move.
He didn't pardon the J6ers.
Right.
He could have got those guys out of prison.
Right.
And I'm not talking if someone committed a violent crime, arrest them. That's fine.
Yeah.
But some of these people were sitting in for 6 months or even years. Some people are still there
Some in
for
solitary.
trespassing
Yep.
and misdemeanors.
I have actually a guy that I know. He went in there, just reporter. He's been casual reporter, basically a registered Democrat, I think, his whole life. Not a hardcore political guy either. Just kind of standard, California guy, Democrat. And he went in there with a DSLR camera around his neck, nonviolent crime, going to prison for 4 years.
Wait, what?
Going to prison for 4 years. His problem was he was an independent journalist and photo journalist, and I don't believe he had like a totally legit press pass. But yeah, I mean, you're talking at worst, you're talking, what is that, a trespassing charge? But what they do with these people, they're making an example out of them, and they're pinning them with obstruction of an official proceeding and getting them with these insane charges that, like, if you look at this guy for 1 second, you're like, he's not obstructing anything. Literally went in there with a camera to go document what was happening on January 6th.
Yeah, well,
went to prison for 4 years.
There was that John Sullivan guy, whatever his name was.
Exactly what I was thinking.
He was in there filming and documenting, and they got him as well.
And he was instigating on some of those videos.
He was
saying, didn't he break a window or something?
He was instigating in a lot of those videos.
And he sold that footage to a lot of corporate media places.
Wow. CNN.
And was on those places as like a talking head, and then it came out that he may be a bad actor. No one knows. They said he was Antifa, maybe. Well, and then all these different things.
Yeah, he was radical. Yeah, he was.
I believe he was, but they will say he wasn't.
Can you do a thing where if you're going to pardon, because I think there's a lot of confusion of who did what, so rather than be like, I'm going to pardon these 40% of these people, because you still don't know who did what, can you say, I'm going to pardon every instance of this crime between the hours of 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. in this place, and then later when we find out who was involved in that particular, I'm going to pardon all the trespassing violations. So then later as it comes out, like who did what, every time a trespassing violation comes out, it gets tossed. Is that a potential way to pardon crimes?
I have no idea. All that matters is
they're making an example out of these people.
Trump had a couple weeks left, and he could have been like, nope, get him out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just like, what a drop of the ball for leadership. I agree with you.
I would say I look at these J6ers the same way I look at Alex Jones and a few of the others when it came to testing the waters with censorship in America. I really look at these J6ers as testing the waters when it came to political persecution in the United States, and look what they're doing now. Yeah. Look how far they're about to go. Mm-hmm. Actually going after Donald Trump. For some BS,
You made a good point earlier before we were recording about how this is like the image of this will be so explosive. Just the perp walk.
Oh, they're literally doing it just for that.
And it'll be for both sides, that image.
Yeah.
They're going to use it on the left as like, look at this. We've destroyed this monster, this boogeyman we've created on corporate media. And then the Trump side will be like, we're going to put it on shirts and sell it.
Yeah, we got to do Nelson Mandela, basically.
I don't see a way that it doesn't backfire. I see this as being, you don't want to be like indicted. That's awful. But I see it as being amazing for Trump's campaign Trump, honestly.
It's going to be like that meme of Kyle Rittenhouse and Greta Thunberg, where it says compare, our 17-year-old with their 17-year-old tells you everything you need to know, and the left and the right share the meme in the exact same ways.
Right.
To the left, they're like, wow, Greta Thunberg, ew, Kyle. And the right's like, ew, Greta, wow, Kyle. But it's the same image. It exemplifies what Scott Adams was saying about the same screen with two different movies on it. It's nuts.
Yes.
So we're going to see a photo of Trump being arrested, and the left is going to share it and be like, oh, this proves it. And the right's going to share it like, oh, this proves it.
Yeah, it sounds I guess sounds like an NFT waiting to be made.
Right. And I guess to clarify what I just said, fantastic for Trump when it comes to raising money, to getting his base, re-energized. Awful for the country.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yes, because if you're a Democrat, amazing for law and order and for our democracy. And if you're a Trump supporter Republican, it's amazing for his campaign and chance for re-election. And then all it's doing is pushing everybody into hyper-tribalization.
Man, when I was like 10, I learned about Nelson Mandela. It was like in the late 80s. And he was in jail or just got let out of jail. And I asked my dad, like, why was he in jail? And he was a political prisoner. And I was like, what does that mean? What did he do wrong? And he's like, no, it just means that the government didn't like him. And I was like 10 or 11 when I learned that they could do that. I was like, what? They can just put you in jail if they don't like?
Well,
imagine being born in any other part of the world or at any other time. Yeah, America.
Yeah, where you go out and say, I don't like that guy, and they cut your head off on the street and be like, he talked crap about the governor. You're not allowed to do that. Like, we're lucky that we can protect ourselves.
We're so lucky. And I don't think we get it for very long, to be honest with you. I think we're slipping when it comes to that polite society, that moral society that holds on to that amazing life that we've grown up with. I think we're slipping away from that for sure.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.